Hello guys, I'm Okunin and today on Godoku Tech our topic is smartphone design. It is safe to say that for over a decade now, smartphones have generally had the same design, and that is a rectangular slab with a display and cameras on the front and back. And we can see that this started with the first iPhone, and smartphones have copied this design and have tried to make little changes and putting stuff in different locations. We've had fingerprints on the front, on the back. Some phones even have two screens, one on the front and then one on the back. But at the end of the day, you still end up with a rectangular slab. But things are changing in 2019. Earlier this year, some of the big players in the tech world like Samsung and Huawei introduced a design that is different from the usual rectangular slab that we are used to. And this of course is the foldable design. This design has generated a lot of excitement in the smartphone space recently, and that's because we were getting bored by the same design over and over and over again. You have to understand that these companies have made smartphones the same way for a long time, and that format has been tried and tested. So to go out of their way to do something that has not been really tested with the risk of losing a lot of money is something that they should be commended for, because not many companies would actually try and venture in a format that they haven't tried and tested and is not available in the market. So I give a big applause to Samsung and Huawei and all the companies that are actually spending money and time to make this design. But we have to understand that this design is actually not that new. It is quite reminiscent of the flip phone design in times past. And even companies like Motorola have released a new version of their old flip phone, the Motorola Razr, I think. Yeah, the Motorola Razr. Their new phone is almost the same as the old phone, just that this time it has a foldable screen instead of a screen and a keypad at the bottom. With Samsung's foldable, it actually has two screens, a larger screen which folds inwards and a smaller screen on the back. It actually has six cameras, I think. It actually has six cameras. That's a lot of cameras on the phone. But this was all to make sure that no matter how you fold the phone, you still have a camera to use. And that is quite innovative from my perspective. Huawei also did theirs, but with them it's just one screen. The same screen that folds backward to make the phone smaller and also folds out to make a larger screen. But with that design, the problem is they only exhibited the phone, and since then it hasn't been released for any consumer purchase. Only Samsung has a foldable screen out on the market right now. Microsoft also announced two foldable devices, but then they are to come out in 2020, and that is the Surface Duo and the Surface Neo. But these devices don't actually have a foldable screen, but rather two screens that are held together by a hinge. But from what we've seen, the devices actually look quite nice, and I think this will also help in improving this new design. After Samsung released their Galaxy Fold, it had a lot of issues with its foldable screen and the hinge. So they had to actually recall the phone and had to do a few tweaks on the phone. Many people thought that Samsung wouldn't be able to release the phone again because the issues were quite great. But Samsung were able to fix up the device and they are in the market right now as we speak. But for me, the main issue with these foldable devices is their price. This is just the first generation of these devices and they are quite impressive. And from here, the next iterations of these devices are going to be quite beautiful and impressive, but the company should try and find a way to reduce the prices of these devices. The Samsung Galaxy Fold actually has some high and powerful specs, but at the end of the day it's almost $2,000. Even Motorola's new foldable is very expensive, but the specs are quite low. It can't even compete with phones like the Galaxy S10 or even the Redmi K20 Pro. But at the end of the day, it is almost $1,500. For $1,500, you can get the highest end Galaxy Note device and you still have some change left. But this phone, which has a performance that is lower than that of the $1,000 phone, is actually more expensive. and this is all because of the movable parts inside the phone. But I think even though these companies have been able to innovate and make such beautiful and impressive devices, it is very important that they take care of the price and make sure this is something that people can actually afford and not only millionaires can buy. But in reality, if I actually had the money, I'll buy these phones. So all Samsung, Huawei, Motorola, Microsoft, any other company, all they have to do is just reduce the price, and I think people will rush in buying. They will even forget about the camera. They just want to show off their foldable devices. Thank you for watching, and this video was mainly just to inform you of the fact that flip phones are back. So just share this video as much as possible to make sure people know that there's a new design in town and it is here to stay. If you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, hit the thumbs up button, and you see me in the next one. Stay blessed.